The morning air smells like salt and soft rain. The ocean breathes close to the shore. Waves roll in, slow and white. A small town waits beside the water. The houses are wooden and pale blue. The roofs shine after rain. A sign by the road says, Seabrook. Welcome home. Lila steps down from the old bus. She holds one brown suitcase and a paper cup of coffee. Her coat is long and cream-colored. The wind touches her hair. She looks at the ocean and smiles, small and quiet. It is beautiful, she whispers. She has not seen the sea for a long time. She came from a busy city far away, and now she wants to start again. Across the street is a small cafe with a painted sign. It says, The Lighthouse Cafe. The window shows a shelf of muffins and a vase of yellow flowers. Lila walks in. The bell on the door rings like a soft chime. The air smells of coffee and cinnamon. A man behind the counter looks up. He has light brown hair and a kind face. Good morning, he says. His voice is calm, like the sea at low tide. Good morning, Lila answers. What can I get you? Just coffee, please, she says. He nods and pours it into a white cup. You're new in town, he says. Yes, she says. I just arrived. Welcome to Seabrook, he says. I'm Adam. Lila, she says, smiling. Nice to meet you, Lila. She sits near the window. The cafe is quiet, only the sound of spoons and soft music from a small radio. Outside, gulls fly low over the water. Lila takes a sip of her coffee. It is warm and strong. She watches the boats move in the harbor. A lighthouse stands on a far rock. She writes in her small notebook, new place, new light, maybe peace. Adam wipes the counter. He looks at her sometimes, not long, just enough to know she is real. The bell rings when a few locals come in. They talk about the tide and the weather. Lila listens to the rhythm of their words. It sounds safe. After a while, she stands up and pays. Adam gives her a small smile. Are you staying here long? He asks. I hope so, she says. I rented a small room near the docks. That's a nice area, he says. The sea sounds close at night. I like that, she says. It helps me breathe. He nods. See you around, Lila. See you, Adam. Outside, the sun pushes through the clouds. The street smells of salt and bread. Lila walks slowly, looking at the small shops. There is a bookstore, a bakery, and a shop that sells shells and postcards. She passes a park where children play and a man paints the ocean with soft colors. The world here feels slow and kind. Her small room faces the harbor. The landlady, Mrs. Gray, is gentle and round and smells like lavender soap. You'll like it here, she says. Seabrook is quiet, but it has a big heart. Lila thanks her and sets her suitcase by the bed. From the window, she can see the lighthouse flashing once, then twice. She unpacks her books, her clothes, her journal, and one photograph. It is of her and her late mother, standing by a different shore many years ago. She touches the edge of the photo and whispers, I think you'd like this place. That evening, Lila walks to the beach. The sand is cool. The tide moves in small curls. The air tastes clean. She takes off her shoes and lets the water touch her toes. Somewhere behind her, a dog barks, and a man laughs. She turns and sees Adam, the man from the cafe, throwing a stick for a golden retriever. Hi again, he says when he notices her. Hi. She smiles. Nice dog. Thanks. This is Charlie. He thinks the beach is his Charlie runs in circles, happy and wild. I can see that, Lila laughs. They walk along the shore together, not fast. The waves whisper, and the sky grows orange. "Do you come here often?" Lila asks. "Every evening if I can," Adam says. "It helps me think." "About what?" "About songs," he says. "I play guitar sometimes." "You're a musician?" "Part-time," he says. "Full-time barista, part-time dreamer." Lila smiles. "That sounds nice." "It's quiet work," he says. "But I like quiet." "Me too," she says. Quiet feels honest. The wind picks up a little, and Lila's hair moves across her face. Adam looks at her for a moment longer than before. "The sea suits you," he says softly. She looks away, shy. "Maybe," she says. "It feels like it knows me." The first week in Seabrook passes like a slow song. Every morning, Lila goes to the Lighthouse Cafe. She orders coffee, sometimes a muffin. Adam always smiles when she enters. He learns she likes her coffee with a little honey. She learns he plays at the local pier on Friday nights. Sometimes he asks how her writing is going. She says, "Still quiet." He says, "Quiet things grow." On Friday, she goes to the pier. Strings of lights hang from wooden posts. People sit on benches and hold paper cups of tea. The air smells of salt and sugar. Adam stands near a microphone with his guitar. Charlie the dog lies beside him. When he starts to play, the notes sound like sea foam and wind through pine trees. Lila listens with her whole heart. After the song, she claps with everyone else. Adam smiles when he sees her in the crowd. When the show ends, he walks over. "You came," he says. "I did," she says. "Your music feels like home." "Thank you," he says. "That means a lot." They walk back toward town. Their shadows stretch long behind them. "How long have you played?" she asks. "Since I was a kid," he says. "My dad taught me." "That's nice." "Yeah," he says quietly. "He passed away 2 years ago, but I still play his old guitar." "I'm sorry," she says. He nods. "It's okay." The music keeps him close. She looks at him gently. "That's beautiful." They reach the end of the street. "Good night, Lila," he says. "Good night, Adam." She walks home, her heart light like paper. In the next days, they see each other often. Sometimes Lila helps at the cafe, carrying plates and refilling cups. Sometimes Adam brings her shells Charlie finds on the beach. She writes more now. Her notebook fills with small words: rain on windows, hands in coffee steam, light in salt air. One morning, rain falls hard. The cafe is quiet, and Adam makes 2 cups of cocoa instead of coffee. "For rainy hearts," he says. Lila laughs. "That's a good name for a song." "Maybe I'll write it," he says. "You can help." "I can't write songs." "You write feeling," he says. "That's enough." The door opens and wind rushes in. The bell jingles wild. They close the door and laugh. For a moment, the world feels small and warm. By late spring, Seabrook turns greener. Flowers grow near the shore path. Boats move again on the water. One evening, Adam and Lila walk to the lighthouse. The path is lined with grass and wild daisies. "It looks like a painting," she says. "My favorite one," he says. They sit on a flat rock near the light. The sea breathes slow. "I feel like I've been waiting for this," she says. "For what?" he asks. "For calm," she says. "For a place where I don't have to rush." He looks at her. "You found it." She looks back. "Maybe I did." He takes a small breath. "Lila," he says, "I like this, talking with you, seeing you here. You make this town brighter." She blushes and looks at the water. "I like it too," she says softly. "You make it feel like home." They sit without speaking for a while. The lighthouse flashes white, then dark, then white again. A gull cries. The waves touch the rocks below. It feels like the world is breathing with them. In summer, they spend afternoons on the beach. Lila writes, and Adam plays guitar. Charlie runs between them. Sometimes Adam reads her lyrics and laughs softly. "You write the sea better than anyone," he says. "The sea writes itself," she answers. "I just listen." They start to cook dinner together on quiet nights. He brings fresh fish from the harbor. She brings herbs from Mrs. Gray's garden. They eat with the windows open. The sea air moves through the room. They talk about small things, music, stories, dreams. One night, as they wash dishes, their hands touch in the water. Both pause. Both smile. One afternoon, a tourist stops by the cafe. She asks Adam, "Do you sell your music online?" "Not yet," he says. "You should," she says. "It's lovely." Adam laughs. "Maybe one day," Lila says. "You could record it here." The cafe has a soft sound. Adam looks at her. "Will you help me?" "Of course," she says. They record one song, "Rainy Hearts," with the sound of waves outside. Lila sits by the window while he sings. When he finishes, she claps quietly. "Perfect," she says. "That's our first song," he says. "Ours?" "Yes," he smiles. "Yours and mine." Summer fades slowly. The air turns cooler. The sky changes from blue to gold each evening. One day, Adam finds a note on the counter. It is from Lila. "Went to the cliffs to write. Meet me if you can." He closes the cafe early and walks the path along the sea. He finds her sitting on the edge of the rock, wind in her hair, notebook in her lap. "Hey," he says. "Hi," she says, smiling. "What are you writing?" "Something about light," she says, "about how it finds people." "Did it find you?" he asks. "Yes," she says, looking at him. "It did." He sits beside her. The sun slides low. The sky is soft pink and silver. He takes her hand slowly, gently. "Lila," he says, "this feels right." She nods. It does. A month later, Adam's song plays on the local radio. The host says, "This is Rainy Hearts by Seabrook's own Adam and Lila." Lila hears it from her window. She runs to the cafe. Adam is there laughing. They turn up the volume. Their song fills the room. Charlie barks once like applause. "We did it," she says. "We did," he says. As autumn comes, tourists leave. The town grows quiet again. Lila stays. She helps Maria decorate the shop with little orange pumpkins. Adam writes more songs. Their lives move like calm waves, steady, bright, kind. On a cold morning in December, snow falls by the sea. It melts fast, but still, the town looks soft and new. Adam brings Lila to the lighthouse. The wind is gentle. He holds something small in his hand. "What's that?" she asks. "Something that belongs here," he says. He opens his hand. A small silver ring shines like the tide. "Lila," he says, "you are my calm, my light, my home. Will you stay here with me?" She covers her mouth. Her eyes fill with happy tears. "Yes," she whispers. "Yes, I will." The wind carries her words across the water. The lighthouse flashes once, then twice. The waves move in slow applause. Adam slips the ring on her finger. They hold each other close. The sea hums. The world turns soft. That night, the lighthouse cafe is full of warm faces. Maria brings cookies. Mrs. Gray brings flowers. Charlie wears a bow. Adam plays their song again. Lila reads a few lines. The tide comes in. The tide goes out. But some hearts stay. Some hearts stay and shine. People clap. The lights twinkle. Outside, The ocean breathes its steady song. Years later, travelers still stop in Seabrook and find the little cafe. They see 2 names on the board near the window, Adam and Lila, coffee, songs, and light. They taste the warm honey coffee. They hear soft guitar in the air. They look out to the sea and the shining lighthouse. The waves still come and go, slow and gentle, like love that learns to stay. And in the small town by the water, where gulls fly and bells ring softly, 2 hearts keep their quiet promise, always.